I've been on the hunt for disability news headlines, as I always am, and particularly, to bring to you this evening. But I couldn't. No one's done anything stupid in disability this month. Kim Beazley's broken knees are healing quite well. Such a shame. Tony Abbott's reserving his bigotry specifically for Muslim women. Selfish. Come on, Tony. Share the love. Share the love. I mean, I think one of my favourite disability headlines I ever saw was actually "Police Taser Unarmed Amputee." Yeah, I couldn't find anything quite that good this month. Although I did see something in a newsagent's on the cover of a very reputable Australian news publication, Zoo Weekly. Yes. The headline started with the word win, and I thought, I like to win stuff. Great. So I read further, and it said, win a dwarf party. Interesting. Win a dwarf party. I couldn't help but investigate. Because I thought, initially I was like, oh, maybe it's a new party, launching themselves in time for the next election. A whole political party of my people. Not so much, Zoo, you've let me down. It is actually, in fact, a competition where you can win a party with these chaps from this business that runs in Melbourne called Dwarf My Party, where you can hire little people to come to your party and do whatever you want. That sounds suspiciously like another business that's illegal in most countries, I would say. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but I like to win stuff, so I entered. And the prize was a party with $500 on the bar, at least, this is quoting from the terms and conditions, at least 2 zoo girls and 3 midgets. Zoo's term, not mine. Just to make that clear, but I entered. So in 25 words or less, I had to tell Zoo Weekly who is my favourite dwarf and why. That's hard to do in just 25 words, isn't it? Who are? I put an answer that seemed obvious to me, Toulouse-Lautrec, because he was one of the most influential Bohemian post-impressionist artists of the 18th century. I assume none of the judges at Zoo Weekly would know what that meant. So, I'm probably not going to win. I would love to win, though, because, what I would do if I won is get together a whole group of my like-minded political crippled friends. We're probably not the target demographic of Zoo Weekly. We're probably even less the target demographic of these Dwarf My Party peeps. Yeah. Imagine they're going to show up, be very, very, very confused. We'll just be like, surprise! Awkward. Yes, I am doing some political work in my job at the moment, actually. I work at Melbourne Museum, and I'm organising this event for an artist called Bennett Miller. He's building a model of a UN meeting room. So a scale replica of a UN meeting room on the big bit of cement between the museum and the exhibition building. And do you know, one of my jobs is to look after the performers in the event. The performers are sausage dogs. Yes, it's a sausage dog UN. It's a reenactment of a UN meeting with sausage dogs. How could it get any better than that? I love it. And when the artist was, asked why he chose dash hounds to be his representatives of the UN, he said, because they reflect racial diversity. Really? When asked to explain this a bit further, he said, yeah, there's black ones, there's brown ones, there's red ones. I don't know, that sounds more like a representation of hair colour more than racial diversity to me. I don't know. But I cannot wait for this event. It's going to be quite cool. Because the other reason that he chose these dogs is because they're a little bit snappy, dash hounds. They're a bit temperamental, a bit grumpy. And he's hoping that there'll be some argy-bargy in the meeting. It's a bit of, I just can't wait to see a sausage dog in lederhosen. That's going to be my favourite part, is the national costumes. So it's going to be awesome. Who thinks of a sausage dog UN? I love it. It's awesome. But we're in Brunswick tonight, and I love Brunswick. It's such a lovely, friendly place, aside from all its, hipsters and nice little pubs and lovely shops. It's such a trusting suburb. You know why I love it? Because people leave their wheelchairs outside in Brunswick. It's great. Have you seen them? Has anyone seen that? Oh, I have. Maybe I'm just on the lookout. This old girl, she's 15 years old. She's going okay, but, she's kind of in need of an upgrade. And the most high-tech thing she does is this. Yeah. I thought that was high-tech until Wednesday when I trialled a new chair. I've been cheating on her. But I tried this new chair and oh my god, it was so sweet. It was so lovely. It had, non-flat tyres that don't go flat, no matter how big the drawing pins are. It's awesome. It has little cute headlights so that you can see where you're going in the dark. Genius. It's great. It makes this a bit shit, doesn't it? Yeah. It makes it look very shit. When I was having this conversation with the salesperson going, oh, these things are a little bit fancy, he said, can we interest you in the Bluetooth capabilities at all? What? Bluetooth capabilities? What the fuck does a wheelchair need Bluetooth capabilities for? So I can drive it from my iPhone? So I can eavesdrop on the conversations of those men who wear the little headpieces and think they're very important? No, I don't care what they're saying. That's the international symbol for wanker. It's the new international symbol for wanker. The old one was a salmon shirt with the collar turned up. It's definitely been replaced by Bluetooth. Anyway, I don't want to eavesdrop on those men's conversations at all. I kind of don't think my wheelchair needs Bluetooth. I wouldn't like to get, a crossed wire with someone else's Bluetooth device. And when I was asking my friends, what do you think you need Bluetooth on a wheelchair for? One of my friends suggested so that I could get into bed and then use my iPhone to drive it away from me and put it in a cupboard. Why would I want to do that? For a start, how would you like to be put in a cupboard at night? Wheelchairs are people too. And secondly, I think that puts a great deal of responsibility on me to remember where I put it. It's one thing to get home from a big night and realise that you can't find your phone. It's entirely another to wake up in the morning and realise that you can't find your only means of mobility.